I can distinctly remember a point where I felt like I was literally going to die from the grief of what I saw going on. And not just the lives, but a system that is so cruel and so brutal. And I thought, I can't hold this. And it felt like a death. And I had my wits about me enough to know in death comes resurrection. In death comes something new. Thank God I had my wits about me enough to know that. Because I was in that for days, that sense of death. And it took me a while to even name what was dying. And what died, I finally was able to articulate, was hope. Hope with a little h. Hope that the powers that be are going to be like, oh my gosh, have we been cruel and unjust, and let's change this system and let's get back on track. That hope died. I hold no illusions that they're going to just wake up and go, wow, woo, were we wrong. But what was raised up was hope with a capital H. Hope that allows me to look it in the eye, to look at the darkest of dark and not be destroyed by it. Now, I'll tell you what, this was pre-9/11. And to have that sense of immense darkness, look it in the eye, not be destroyed by it, and in fact, be able to look it in the eye in a spirit of love and not be destroyed by it, was the most profound gift I could have ever been given. And I remember as I was about to get out, someone had sent me Gandhi quotes, and I would just chew on them a little bit at a time. And this one particular quote from Gandhi was, "My faith shines brightest in impenetrable darkness." Well, I just began to weep because I got it. I understood it. And it was a sense, and this is going to sound masochistic, but it was a sense of like, God, why did you give me this gift? Because it was gift. To be able to look something that dark and horrific and not be destroyed by it, and in fact meet it in a spirit of love, was profound gift. And it was almost like God said, because you said yes. And even that, I began to weep, because even that is gift. The gift to just be able to say yes and thank you for what is put before us and embrace it in whatever capacity we're capable of, but in a spirit of love, is what our world is screaming for. And so I left with that awareness. And Richard, you speak often about that holding the tension and the third way. And I came away with that sense of, we have something, whatever it is, something in our family, the world, whatever it is that's breaking our heart. And there it is. And our response to it, on one hand, you can do what I did for far too long, which was, woo, keep my eyes shut, la, 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 I do not know what's going on, keep my head in the sand, I don't want to know. And I can speak to that because I was that person. And so that's one response. The other response, and we see this being played out on a level right now that is horrific, which is to have the problem and meet it in a spirit of violence. That's a response. And there's this, I'm going to be right back at you with that same hate and intensity of violence. Then there's this third way, which looks it in the eye, is not destroyed by it because it's meeting it in a spirit of love. And that is a place that, one, allows me to hold it and not be destroyed by it, but it's also the place that can transform whatever, be it my little circle or the larger circle or whatever. It's the place of transformation for myself and for the world.